Hey, what's up everybody and all you ghosts, Elite Ghost here. Welcome back to a new reaction video to a comic book from the Rippaverse, and this is Salvage Lethal Force. Yes, Lethal Force. Eric July Speaks Rippaveal Showcase Announcement Trailer. So let's watch and react to this, shall we?
I'd already looked it over. I have a lead, but I like to look my clients in the eyes. William Scotcher, Chief Operations Officer of Fritford Trucking. They are being targeted. Tens of millions of dollars worth of goods have been intercepted. They only deal with high-value loads, and this has to lower trust with the other companies. The inventory is all over the place. Either they're targeting Fritford, or they're just opportunistic vandals. It must be the former. They're too bold. So, who has the most to gain? A competitor. Very few companies handle luxury goods. It just so happens that Florist Park Logistics had to downsize a few years ago. The first time ever. Why don't we pay them a visit?
Salvage Private Investigation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Lethal Force. Hey, look at that. It's like the old school, back in the old day background they're using.
Man, issue number one of the Ripazine was something else because we didn't know how well the Ripazines were going to do. It was one of those things that we wanted to find a place to really test the market out for some characters instead of committing to these long form books. And you never know. You know, you put something out just because you've been successful in the past does not mean that people are going to want this new character. So when we released it first, it was we all were a little antsy because you never know with those types of things. I am a nerd for a lot of old detective stuff, crime noir things, and it was fun to write Salvage because people got to see that kind of side of me. It is a completely different story in comparison to something like Isom, for example. They're two completely different characters altogether, and the general style or genre that they fit in is completely different. So people kind of got to see through these private investigator stories that side of me. We put it out and we saw the reception. We even had some polls go out, really getting some audience feedback, and almost unanimously, people wanted more Salvage altogether. So I immediately got to work writing out some ideas to really finish up on the initial story that was being told by myself and, of course, the legendary Bart Sears. And, of course, I reached back out to him, and he said he was in to do a more longer form graphic novel to really finish out this story that we started off in that first issue of the Ripazine with Salvage. When you have a city like Florist Park and it has the police officers, even a Alpha Corps that is also attached to the police, how do private investigators fit in that was something that we had to really try to figure out. And I wanted to make them special, you know, not just any sort of private investigator. And this is how we came up with the whole LF certification as Salvage Lethal Force, which is what this upcoming graphic novel is going to be. That's what that LF stands for. And it's a special certification that only few people in Florist Park even have, Salvage being one of them. So it was our way to really kind of not just make it special to him, but also get the mind jogging as, okay, so you have this private investigator in Florist Park with this special certification. What about the others? So, you know, Salvage is sort of investigating this crime or these repeated crimes that have been committed against a trucking company, and certainly being where I'm from, it was something that it was a story that I had kicking around in my head. I know a lot of truckers in real life, a lot of my family members, and it sort of influenced me to kind of write this story here. And I can't wait for people to kind of find out what's really going on. If you read the first Ripazine, you saw the way that thing ended, and you're like, who in the world is that guy that he's going to be faced up against? Well, of course, you will be learning about that in Salvage Lethal Force. I didn't know initially, as I was creating the character, if I wanted to give him like a superpower, because I really wanted him to be like this character that people could easily relate to. And it's not to say that characters with powers folks can't relate to. They obviously can. but I wanted him to be a person that people could find really, really believable. So we attached this superpower, if you will, which he has this abnormal hearing. And you can imagine, certainly as a detective, when he goes around snooping around as an investigator, well, that can be a very, very useful thing. And that's why I explain the powers. And when you read up on this next story, you're going to really get it. I feel like we did it in a creative way. It's not just a guy with super hearing by any means, but you saw a little bit of that play out. And I'm really, 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 really excited for you guys to read the upcoming Salvage Lethal Force book by myself and the legendary Bart Sears.
And okay, so yeah, that was Salvage Lethal Force, Eric July Speaks Rippaveal showcase announcement trailer. So it's like noir, detective, private investigation type of story, street level grounded story. Y'all saw that police department building? Look, big and huge and tall, like real big and huge and tall. So yeah, I hope you all liked and enjoyed my reaction. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. If you are new to my channel, it would help me out a lot. I would appreciate it a lot. And also click the subscribe button to become a ghost, and click the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. And also, yeah, click the subscribe button to become a ghost. And stay safe, be well, be good to everyone, and peace out, goodbye. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.